Does mic work? Yes? Okay, well, same drill. We'll do this one in translations though, for Spanish, for the Spanish media. Kyle, welcome to the press conference. Congratulations on the win. And we will start with questions. Please raise your hand. Go ahead, Dylan. Pass it up front.
Kyle, congratulations on the win. Obviously, a historic moment for Bermuda. You got a little wet there on the sideline after. Can you just explain the emotion, the feeling of this moment?
Yeah, good evening. The emotions, it's real right now for us. I think we finished the tournament off well. We didn't play as well as we possibly can, but though we managed the game really well today. We knew we could catch them on the break, and the first goal was exactly what we worked on, so it was pleased to see. We swapped the wingers around, so just to give them a little different angle. Like you said, we're learned, so we have to come out doing different things at times. So I'm pleased with that because that's a change that we talked about before the game. If it's not going our way, and that happened to work. So.
Claro. La pregunta, obviamente, un momento histórico. Si puede hablar un poco de las emociones que tiene con esta victoria. Contestó que la emoción es real, es verdadera para nosotros. Terminamos el torneo bien. No pienso que jugamos tan bien como creo que podemos jugar, pero manejamos el partido bien. El primer gol es algo que habíamos trabajado. Si se dieron cuenta, cambiamos los laterales de un lado al otro. Entonces muestra que estamos creciendo y estamos aprendiendo durante el torneo. Estoy muy contento que pudimos ver esas cosas y aprender y ponerlos en uso hoy. We'll do the next question up front, please. Oh, go ahead.
Coach, this is your largest international tournament. What do you take away from this? How was the experience? Where do you go from here?
Okay, the next up for us is the Nations League. So I take from this tournament that we can compete. Also, we have to be better in front of goal. I think if we were better in front of goal in our first two matches, we may be looking at 7 points. You know, that's you don't know how teams react when you score against them, especially if you score against them first. So that's what we would take from the tournament overall, that we can compete at this level, but we have to be ruthless in front of goal.
Don't forget to get Clyde and Randy back there. So
that would help. They're two big strikers.
La pregunta es si, como va a ser el último torneo internacional, ¿qué puedes sacar de la experiencia y qué es lo próximo? Lo próximo es la Nations League, el torneo Naciones. Y lo que puedo sacar del torneo es que podemos competir, pero también que sabemos que tenemos que ser mejor adelante del gol. Quién sabe, quizás si hubiéramos sido mejor en los primeros dos partidos, capaz que podríamos haber tenido 7 puntos, porque alguien nunca sabe lo que será, cómo cambia el partido, si se puede anotar y si se puede anotar primero.
Don Burgess, Bird News. Kyle, what did you say to the team at the halftime? You guys had taken 13 shots and had yet to find the back of the net. It was sort of like more of the first couple of games. What sort of inspirational words did you give to the boys?
Well, we said just keep hitting the target, and if we hit the target, the goalkeeper has to save it. And I think one was cleared off the line from Naki, and then Zico had a shot that was keeper saved, possibly going in the bottom corner. And I didn't think we played as well as we can play, but I thought our game management was very good towards the end of the game. Just took the sting out of it. and with the last, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of the game. So, you know, that's still a crucial part of the game. If they score a goal at that point, then they possibly, you know, keep coming. But we managed it, and I'm very pleased with the boys for doing that. You know, we worked hard in this tournament, and a well-deserved victory for us.
La pregunta es qué le dijo a su equipo al medio tiempo, entrando con los 13 tiros al arco que tuvieron el primero. Lo que le dije es que siguen intentando así ofensivos, que siguen tirando, mandando tiros, remates, y que le hagan el arquero que las ataje. Lo vieron en el primer tiempo, que tuvimos una que sacaron sobre la línea, otras atajadas. Y como digo, no creo que jugamos nuestro mejor partido, que creo que podemos jugar mejor, pero creo que lo manejamos muy bien, especialmente a lo último. Los últimos 10 minutos son minutos cruciales que quizás si ellos hacen un gol, no se sabe cómo puede terminar esos 10. Entonces estoy muy contento de cómo terminamos el partido. Con Zach, and then we'll do Steve after that, okay?
How do you feel about Nicaragua, the way they came out, the way they performed, and about the opportunities they created today?
Yeah, I mean, Nicaragua, they remind me of us a bit. You know, they created chances. They possibly didn't take all their, I mean, they didn't take their chances. Couple of scrambles. You know, they caused us problems. They moved the ball around well. But I think my team overall, they wanted that victory. They didn't want to settle for a draw at halftime, and they were disappointed in their performance first half. Felt that we could have upped the tempo, and Nicaragua controlled the game for periods, but we always knew we had that one or two passes to open them up, and you know it happened on the first goal, and it's a great ball in from Lizon for the second goal, and that's typical Nakivaos.
¿Qué pensó sobre Nicaragua? Y Nicaragua obviamente creó algunas oportunidades, aunque no las pudo definir, pero nos causaron problemas. Pero mi equipo siempre quiso ganar, no estaban contentos al medio tiempo, pensaron que algunas veces perdieron la pelota, pero sabíamos que si seguíamos el camino que queríamos, que se iba a abrir el partido, y eso es lo que pasó. Y el gol de Naki es un gol típico de Naki para terminar el partido.
Hey, Steve Wright, Royal Gazette. Kyle, psychologically, how important is it getting that first win at the Gold Cup, particularly as you build towards Nations League? I guess those teams now are going to be very aware of Bermuda.
Yeah, it was important for us to get the result today because of our performances. I thought we deserved a result out of the last two games, but today was very important for us to get that off our back in our first tournament. I think we showed up well in every game. We weren't afraid to play. We knew we had tough times throughout the tournament, and we dealt with it at times. And you know, their experience, the other Haiti and Costa Rica, their experience won on the day for them. So we have to take the positives out of everything when we debrief, but I think we go back to Bermuda in a different light. Definitely as a team, as a unit. All the work that all the coaching staff and everybody behind the scenes, we're a small unit and we work really hard. I mean, I had many days that I was up 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about different ways of playing. But hey, that's part of a coach, you know. I have to go back to work on Thursday, you know.
¿Qué significa la primera victoria en la Copa Oro para él? Y es un resultado muy importante porque como veníamos jugando, creo que merecíamos un resultado detrás de los últimos 2 partidos. Entonces era bueno sacarnos como esa espina de nosotros de poder lograr la victoria. Y creo que mostramos en los 3 partidos que no teníamos miedo, que íbamos adelante. Haití y Costa Rica, puede ser que la experiencia les ganó el partido en el día, pero nosotros volvemos a Bermuda orgulloso porque como equipo, como nos unimos y con todo el trabajo que pusimos en esto. Hasta las 2 de la mañana estoy ahí pensando de cómo puedo cambiar y creo que este resultado él lo mostró también como venimos. We'll go to the last one right here.
Kyle, Earl based in Islandstats, Bermuda. Now that this one is over and we turn our attention to the Nations Cup, what's your message to those players that are back in Bermuda, that are fringe players that could possibly try to make up the numbers to get into this team?
Yeah, my message to them is that they have to keep working hard. Injuries occur. I think everyone on the trip done themselves proud. So right now they have the shirt, but anyone falls below the standards, then we have to look at, possibly making changes. I think a position that we can look at is another right-sided center half. In that position, we have to possibly mold a couple players that can, if Dante goes down, we would have had to put either Roger Lee there or Liam Evans, who, they're both, I would say Roger's more a midfielder, but Liam is a young player. And that's one area. And maybe another goalkeeper that we could boost the squad. So it's room for improvement, and that's what we want to do for the next couple of weeks. We take a break, and then we get ready for the Nations League.
Ahora, moviendo adelante para la Nations League, ¿qué será el mensaje para los jóvenes que están en Bermuda, que capaz que ven la oportunidad de entrar al equipo? El mensaje es de seguir trabajando fuerte, que lesiones pasan en el fútbol, nunca se sabe. Actualmente este grupo está muy orgulloso por lo que sacaron y ellos tienen las camisetas, pero sabemos que cosas pueden cambiar desde ahora en adelante. Entre posiciones que capaz que serán abiertas, un centro derecho podrá ser una posibilidad. Tenemos a Roger y Liam, que lo podrían haber reemplazado a Dante, pero quizás hay otros jugadores que juegan esa posición que son más de esa posición, y también quizás otro arquero. Entonces lo que se ve es que hay espacio para seguir creciendo y para seguir mejorando. Entonces ahora tenemos un descanso y luego volvemos a empezar a trabajar para ese próximo torneo. Thank you. Thanks, Cal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Today we talked, we had a message before the game, and obviously the confidence was there right from the start. Take us through the emotion of today.
Yeah, I mean, we came in, we wanted, like I said, we wanted to win. We knew they were a good team as well, but they hadn't scored, so a clean sheet was important for us. That was our focus, and we always trusted our strikers. We got 2 goals, open play, Lijan, what a performance. Naki got another goal for him as well, but everyone played well. Saji Backlund, Willie Clements, and I'm so proud of the back four, Dale Eve. I could give accolades to everyone, but I'm just so proud of them, and we wanted this win to make that history, and again, make that stepping stone for us going into the Nations League.
Now, I asked you yesterday, what would it be like if the final whistle blew and you had a win under your belt? Is it what you thought it would be?
Yeah, great feeling. You see the support that we had. It was basically a home game, which, like I said, that was massive for us, so thanks to the fans for coming out. But again, 3 points is always good. You always want to win your match, and playing in front of my family as well, my nephew, my mom, my girlfriend's there, so it's a great feeling. Now we're going to go celebrate.
All right, well, go with your team, mate.
Thank you.
So, Jalen, you start the last match on the bench, but
yes, sir.
When Callan went down, you seemed like you just jumped off the bench. Like
yeah.
You didn't even wait for the coaches to call your name. Was you that much in tune on the bench that you knew exactly what was going on in the game?
I had to be ready, but I didn't get much of a warm-up in either. And I think I started off kind of rough. It's hard coming in to a game mentally and physically when you start on the bench, especially after not expecting to. But have to do what you have to do. You never know what's going to happen.
Now, one of your plays created a big opening for Bermuda after you came on and you settled down, because like you said, it didn't start off well for you.
Yeah.
But just giving yourself the opportunity to get some space, get some time on the ball, What did this Gold Cup mean to you personally?
It was amazing. I've kind of been out of the team for 2 years now, so I had a lot of doubts about me coming back. So happy I could do it, and obviously with the team get a win, first win in the Gold Cup for our country.
And where do you go from here?
We got some decisions to make. That's all I can say right now. But I personally want to continue my football career, so I'm looking for some things to fall into place for me. Gonna try to make some moves.
All right, good luck. Well, Naki, we got the result we were looking for. Obviously, you getting that second goal kind of put the icing on the cake. But take us through the overall tournament for you and how you feel about your teammates.
I think we kind of shocked ourselves, the nation, the competition, and the world. Really, I mean, it's disappointing to be leaving the competition. Obviously, after probably 3 really good performances, but we know what we can produce and what we can do now. I think this is a minimum of moving forward of what we can offer. We've got some big games coming up, so this has given us a good platform and a good guideline going into those fixtures.
What were your thoughts going through your mind in the first half after the ball beat the goalkeeper but was cleared off the line?
I just questioned, do I still remember how to score? But yeah, I mean, it's been a bit difficult in front of goal. I haven't had my best time, but still fortunate, of course, to get on the score sheet and take the chance in the second half. Obviously, I had to clear the space and stay positive, knowing that another chance would come. And thankfully, Lijan just put one on my head for me that I couldn't really miss. So happy to get on the score sheet, and of course, more importantly, to get the more important win that is first for our country.
The expression on your face when Lijan scored that first one, like finally we found the back of the net, was that kind of relief for you and the team?
Of course, it's kind of weird because it became kind of so easy to get those chances, and I just think throughout the whole competition we kind of took that for granted in a way, almost not being clinical enough. Obviously, that's something that we know we need to work on. Everyone really. But that's also our strength as individuals. We can score goals, and we've got goals everywhere. We just need to sharpen up in that department. And apart from that, I think we gave ourselves a good account and represent our country fantastically through the competition. So moving forward is good things ahead.
Now, you said to me a couple of nights ago that this is an important year for you. Do you feel as if what you were able to accomplish in this tournament set you up for a good run in England?
I mean, it kind of does. I mean, off the back of 3 fixtures, a couple goals, is what I would have liked before the competition, of course. I just know it's a big year for me. Of course, the uncertainty of my future is kind of obvious. So I'll go back to Burnley, of course, and give it my best efforts. And see that where that gets me. I would still love my opportunity in the Premier League, which is still, of course, possible. But if that doesn't transpire, then I'm sure something else, would open up for me. So, yeah, I'm going back to Burnley off the back of, some really good performances in my from myself and my performances. But could have had a couple more goals. But that's football. So I try to take the positives.
All right. Well, congratulations on tonight and the team. And good luck.
Thank you.
What we wanted at least a win tonight. Overall, how do you think your performances over the 3 matches played out?
I think overall this is just the icing on the cake. I think the 2 matches previous to this, we came out with less than what we expected. We wanted all 9 points. We only got 3, but we came against 2 tough opposition, and this has just put the icing on the cake for the whole nation. I just want to thank everybody that came out and supported. I hope you done your proud.
It looked as if at times we dominated so much in the midfield with the ball control and the ball movement. Is that something that you guys have been working on over this period of time, that even before you got in?
I think that we're just trying to make that our identity. We're not very big players, so we can't always dump it long, and we're all very technical players. So we're just using our abilities and trusting the coaches and trusting our ability and trusting each other's ability to have a pattern of play and have a style of play, so we don't change it depending on the opposition. we focus on us and make them change their game plan. And I think we've done that to a T.
All right, well, congratulations. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Was it a bit of a surprise for you?
A bit of a surprise, yeah, a bit of a surprise. But at the end of the day, this is, what you work hard for. When the opportunity comes, that's what preparation is for. So I'm just happy to really get a showing after pretty much not playing for months. So, yeah.
You created a couple of opportunities. You had a shot early on. Did that settle your nerves early? Because I saw you in the warm-up and then coming off the field, I saw Sequoia talking to you. What was he saying to you?
What he was saying to me is pretty much just, not ease myself into the game, but to be more aggressive and not be passive just because it's the big occasion and things like this. And it's my first game in Gold Cup like a lot of us. So what he was pretty much saying is just, play your game and just the confidence will come through you naturally. And that's pretty much what happened. So the few shots and opportunities that I did get early did help settle my nerves, but all that type of stuff is second nature when you prepare.
You found yourself in a very rare position that you're usually in, back to goal. How confident are you with that playing at this level?
Back to goal? Can you explain why back to goal?
Well, you had your back to goal a lot of times. You were facing the ball a lot of times, facing your teammates a lot of times. So you were receiving the ball with your back to goal a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's just what I told him is when I do receive the ball with my back to goal, don't leave me on an island. I need to play with 1 or 2 touches so we can get out and go to the other side. And that's pretty much what happened. So I credit my teammates for not leaving me on an island. So I was able to pretty much get quick touches and make plays from there. So.
All right, well, congratulations. Of the Bermuda team over the 3 games of the Gold Cup, inaugural Gold Cup for Bermuda, and to come away with a victory out of one of these 3 games.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm overjoyed at that performance for a team that's the first Gold Cup, first time playing at this level, 3 games in short space of time at this level. I'm more than happy. It's just proves to me that the work that we're doing is on the right path. We just really want to learn the lessons from what we've done here, make some adjustments, make some improvements, and move on.
We also have to be very cautious of this as well, because we have done a lot of things ahead of schedule, I would say, because I remember talking to you some years ago about the path that we're on, and you indicated that it's going to take a few years.
Yes.
We're well ahead of the game. As I said, you have to be cautious a little bit. What are you hoping that we can achieve in the very near future? We have this Nations Cup where we play Mexico and Panama. What would you say would be a benchmark for those 2 games coming up after seeing these 3 performances?
Well, I mean, okay, I'm a coach, so obviously I'm looking for a performance that lasts 90 minutes. We've been, we've been good in the first half. We've been not so good in the second half of all 3 games, if we're honest. So as a coach, I'm looking for us to play 90 minutes. So come September, when we play against Panama, that's what I'm looking for, 90-minute performance. And, maybe we steal a point out of those games. So that's sort of short-term goals. Longer term, we have to look forward to 2026 maybe and see what we can do. 2022 is right around the horizon, but maybe 2026 is really, our time. But we'll see. We'll speak to the coaching staff, see how they feel, and once we debrief, once everybody calms down, because we're all excited right now. Some of us are talking World Cup already, but once the dust settles and we have a good debrief, we'll set some short, medium, and long-term goals.
Administratively, obviously, we have some ways to go. Where would you point in the direction of where we need to clean up, help out, get stronger, get better to help the team in general?
Sure. I said the other day that our job as administrators is to make sure all the players have to do is concentrate on football. So there are some things that's happened on this tour that I'm aware of that we need to try and brush up on or keep them confidential. But we have identified those things, and we'll see what we can do to make sure that they don't happen again.
Well, congratulations. I know you still got some time.
Yeah.
Back to the drawing board, as we say, come Monday, because after all the celebrations and everything. But
sure.
To the Bermuda fans, what would you say?
I would say if you weren't here, you should have been. It was fantastic, and let's make sure that the Bermuda fans come out and support our team when we play at home. They love to play at home. They love to play in front of the fans, and it'll be nothing better than to have a full stadium once we play in the Nations League in September.